I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, seems like the season's flying by, as that's already their 10th contest of the year. The pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Conley and Edwards make up the backcourt, and it's Reed in at the 5. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, they've got Ja Morant, Sarr out there with Zaire Williams. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Johnson in at the 3. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Reed for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn, coming off that win against the Sixers.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Now here's Conley. Back to Edwards. There's the triple. Brooklyn with the board. Morant with it. Randall's in his pocket from downtown. And it's Morant missing. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Johnson. Sarr with a screen on Edwards. Johnson with a bucket.
It's good to see Johnson getting into the defense down low and succeeding. Sometimes you gotta fight for it, young man.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Conley passes to McDaniels. Randall inside. Williams defending. And here's Edwards outside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Ali.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Morant. No good that time. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength, one that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
Making the commitment. Okay, thanks for the report, Shams. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Williams. And Williams drops them both. RJ, looking back at the trade that sent Durant from the Nets to the Suns, what a deal for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was 4 first-round picks and a swap from the Suns. Also, the Nets got Mikal Bridges, who they shipped to the Knicks for 5 more first-rounders. Now, that's how you reboot a team.
Now here's Johnson. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Here's Morant. Oh, and Reed with a block. Edwards looking for an opening. Randle against Williams. Randle, good. Randle's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randle, he usually gets the best of it.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Johnson. Pass to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Randle with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 3. Outside Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Edwards against Johnson. Randle outside. Fires from deep. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And over the years, Randle has stepped up his role, an assertive scorer and a natural leader.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw drops for Randle. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
Second free throw, no good. With a healthy roster, the Nets got off to a good start last year, Richard.
Yeah, they were 9-10, playing good ball, but a few injuries, notably one to Cam Thomas, really shut down their season. And the Nets went 6-22 after the All-Star break.
And he nails the third. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Williams at the line, 2 times.
The free throw drops for Williams. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. You know, BA, even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board. You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Nets trail by 4. Up top, Johnson. Over Edwards. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Morant.
Yeah, such a polished shooter, even as a rookie. Johnson gets the ball and drills it.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Edwards with it. Really played well against Charlotte in his last game. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Sarr a screen. Morant, the pass to Sarr. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Conley looking for an opening. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Johnson. Brooklyn pulls it in.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Sarr finds Morant. Now Johnson. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Conley.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
Takes a 3. Williams grabs the board. And so Morant will bring it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game, and this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota. And he comes up with a bucket. Morant's got 5 now.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. The kick out to Conley. Back to Edwards. Fires the 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Edwards got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Time to make some noise for the Brooklyn Nets.
Sharp, he's checked in for Williams. And then for Minnesota, Ingles, he's checked in for Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Nets trail by 6. Now here's Johnson, out to the wing. Left side Morant. And stolen by Gobert. DiVincenzo against Morant. DiVincenzo can't hit. The Nets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Yeah, good anticipation helps Edwards see the shot forming. Then his speed gets him there for the block.
Here's DiVincenzo. He was another key contributor in that win against Charlotte. Edwards finds DiVincenzo. Outside, Ingles. The 3 ball. Rebound, Brooklyn. Sarr's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. DiVincenzo against Morant. And the basket is good. And now just a 1-point Minnesota lead.
Oh, one thing about Ja, oh, he's determined.
Here's Ingles. No made baskets yet. Down low. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Fourth, the Timberwolves.
Well, it speaks to how active and energetic they were when operating behind the arc. Great three-point shooting team last year.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Clark's checked in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. Richard, one of the more jaw-dropping athletes in the game. At 6'2", Ja Morant can get his head at the rim.
And he said we'll see that less often these days. He is trying to save his body and stay on the floor for his team. That is key.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Sharp against Ingles. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Edwards is doubled. For 3, DiVincenzo. And Gobert with the stuff.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
Well, the Nets shooting the rock around 46% so far. Johnson passes to Sharp. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. DiVincenzo with it. Guarded by Morant. To the right side. And here's Clark for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Brian, back over to you.
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So it's Brooklyn now. They trail by 3. And here's Morant. He also had a big impact in that win against the 76ers. Pass to Martin. Just 5 on the clock. With the teardrop. And that one's good. And for Minnesota, they're shooting around 44% in this opening quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. Clark, no good. For Brooklyn, they've got 7 of 15 to find the net. Pass to Sharp. Edwards against Morant. Over Edwards. Again, the Nets score.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And here's Minnesota now. There's a minute 54 left in the opening quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Ingles from outside. And it's Martin with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
No good off the back of the rim.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Ooh, poked away. Oh, stolen by Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Joe Ingles.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Brooklyn.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
And they're just hacking away out there. I mean, it's costing them, too, at the free throw line.
Clark, the pass to DiVincenzo. From deep. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Goes back up. Brooklyn pulls it in.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Martin, the pass to Morant. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Oh, swiped away. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Sharp, a screen on DiVincenzo. Goes up with the strike. And it's Dimon missing. It's tipped. The Timberwolves trail. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Pass to Dimon. Outside Morant. Over Edwards. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Nets up by 2. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And Graham, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
So for Minnesota right now, Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Then there's Mike Conley. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Clark in at the 2. Now here's Conley. Clark outside. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Randall. And he hits it to tie the game. 9 points for Julius Randle.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Morant surveying the floor. The electric Ja Morant.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
They double Randall. Back to Conley. Here's Reed. Brooklyn pulls it in. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one, and that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Timberwolves trail by 4. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Clark outside. Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board.
And sometimes on defense, people just get lucky.
To the paint. Here's Claxton, and the shot goes. Claxton's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Now Conley. Clark outside. To the wing, right side. Randall. Minnesota again missing. Nets leading by 6. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. Number 5, the Timberwolves.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Timberwolves trail by 6. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Randall. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Williams. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter. Randall with it. He's got 9. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. They still need this. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Johnson with it. Randall's in his pocket.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Timberwolves trail by 8. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. McDaniels passes to Randall. And it's Zaire Williams with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Outside Reed. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. Here's Randall. Hits the J after faking out the D with a quick up fake. Randall's got 11 points.
And yeah, Randall is absolutely a threat from in between. Something the D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
Morant, the pass to man. That 3's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 6. Randall outside. Lays out, and it's Zaire Williams with a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Sarge checked in for Brooklyn. Brooklyn on D. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Johnson against Clark. Sarr with a screen on Clark. Johnson for 3. Sarr controls the rebound and the putback.
They're really working the paint now.
And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. coming off a win against the Hornets.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Now here's Johnson. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Randle with a steal. Pass to Reed. Puts up a 3. No good on the shot.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Morant doing a good job using the pump fake to his advantage.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game.
Ja Morant at the line 2 times.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Morant remains one of the most explosive guards in the league. A fearless competitor who doesn't back down from anyone and has unlimited confidence.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Well, a multi-sport survey showed that among respondents, the average age of referees in the U.S. was almost 57. Is that a concern, you think?
Well, we've seen that in the NBA. Older officials retiring and becoming teachers, and the younger generation coming in, still cutting their teeth. Ultimately, they've got to continue to learn and build, and that takes time.
Now here's Conley. 17 points in his last outing. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. On defense, the Nets. For 3, Randle. Another miss by Minnesota. With this, McDaniels with a steal. Clark outside. Fires for 3. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 7 rebounds in the game. Sarr with a screen on McDaniels. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 12.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see from Sarr. Owning the glass and then finishing the play.
Conley finds Clark. Minnesota again missing.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal in that fast.
And Minnesota with some changes. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Edwards comes in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. So it's Brooklyn now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Can't get it to drop. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. 2 in the drought. Blocked!
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniels. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
It's his first trip to the line. And he's good on the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. Here's Morant. He's got 16. And the Nets miss again. Timberwolves trail by 9. Up top, Ingles, covered by Johnson. For 3, DiVincenzo knocks it down from distance. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Nets. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Nets' Jordy Fernandez took a winding road to head coaching. He worked with the Timberwolves' Chris Finch in Denver, who said every path is different. He's worked in the minor leagues and overseas and used that time as a proving ground. Doing that gives you a complete view of how the game can be played differently. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks a lot, Allie. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game.
And you love his aggressive approach offensively, drawing foul calls left and right.
The first one falls. And Morant drops them both. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Terrence Mann.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
First one at the line is good. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Oh, Morant gets it done inside.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from coach is simple. Stop him.
Checked in for Johnson. And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. In the third spot, Rudy Gobert.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Here is DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Morant. The kick out to Ingles. Intercepted. In transition. Here comes Brooklyn. Here's Martin. Good. And the setup by Morant. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Back to Ingles. Outside, DiVincenzo. Off target from outside.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Good on the bucket. Morant's got 22.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside Edwards. Gobert against Sharp. Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's man. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And Minnesota with possession here. The Nets making their last shot. In transition, here comes Brooklyn. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Edwards. Ingles finds Edwards. Shot to stop the run. Ingles, no good. Nets leading by 15. Pass to Wolf. Now Morant. Randall pulls down the board. Getting a good look. Edwards.
Oh, so smooth inside. Edwards found the opening and exploited it.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. He shoots over DiVincenzo. Morant, no good. Timberwolves trail by 13. DiVincenzo with it. Guarded by Morant. Ingles, the screen on Morant. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Fires from 14. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside man. Pass to Wolf. Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. And the Nets lead by 16.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
1:10 left in the second period. Out to the right wing. Randle inside. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Gobert's got 6.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Morant, the pass to man. The 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Mann. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. The free throw drops for Ingles.
Since the break, he's definitely been more aggressive. Remember, he didn't take any free throws in that first half.
Brooklyn making some changes. Williams is checked in for Mann. Dimon comes in for Ja Morant. And Ingles drops them both. Nets leading by 12. Here's Dimon. Not really his range, and it's off target. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist by Ingles. DiVincenzo's got 6 here in the quarter. Here's Dimon. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's Dimon missing. Pass to DiVincenzo. With 1 on the clock. Can't get the layup. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Brooklyn Nets. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. The Bucks will face off against the Pacers in Indianapolis. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
For these two teams, any win is an accomplishment.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.